Hello everyone, welcome back. In our previous video, we learned about part of speech tagging, where every word in a sentence was assigned a grammatical category such as noun, verb, adjective or adverb. In today's video, we are going to learn another important concept in NLP called named entity recognition. It is also known as NER. So NER helps computers identify important information from text such as names of people, organizations, locations, dates, time and money. Let's first understand what is called named entity recognition. It is a natural processing technique that identifies and classifies important entities present in a sentence. The word entity simply means an important object or piece of information that has a specific meaning. Instead of treating every word equally, NER focuses on identifying only meaningful words. For example, when we read a news article, we immediately recognize the names of people, places, companies, dates, and amounts of money. Humans do this naturally. The goal of NER is to enable computers to do the same. Now let's look at the common type of entities. The first type is person. So these are names of people such as Rahul, Priya, Govind, like that. The second type is organization. So example of organization include Google, Infosys, TCS, Microsoft, etc. And the third one is location. Locations include like India, New York, Bangalore or Chennai, something like that. The fourth type is date. Date examples include like 14th July 2026 or Feb month or Tuesday, like that. Fifth type is money. Examples of money includes $100, 50 euros. And the next is sixth type is time. Examples of time include 6:30 p.m. or 10 a.m. or midnight. So now look at the example shown on the slide. The sentence is Sundar Pichai is the CEO of Google. In this sentence, Sundar Pichai is identified as a person and Google is identified as an organization. So notice that here NER does not classify every word. Instead of that, it identifies only the important entities. Words such as is, the, and CEO are not treated as named entities because they do not belong to any predefined entity category. So this is the main idea behind named entity recognition. So now let's discuss the different types of named entities in more detail. The first category is persons. The person entity represents the name of an individual. For example, Virat Kohli is identified as a person. And second category is organization. So it includes the company name, university, hospital and institutions. The next one is location. Location refers to the cities, countries, mountains, river, like that. So in our example, Chennai is identified as a location. Fourth category is date. Date represents calendar information. And fifth category is money. So any amount representing currency is classified as a money. Then next one is time. That is we can say 10:30 a.m. or 2 p.m. midnight, like that. So although we are discussing only 6 entity types today, modern NLP systems can identify many more categories such as percentages, email addresses, phone numbers, events, products and even loss. So the exact categories depends on the library you have used. Now let's see where named entity recognition is used in our daily lives. The first application is email classification. Suppose you receive an email mentioning a company name, an invoice amount and a meeting date. NER can automatically identify these important details and help organize emails more efficiently. And the second application is healthcare. Hospitals and healthcare systems process thousands of medical reports every day. NER helps identify patient names, diseases, medicines, doctors, and hospital names from these documents, making information retrieval much faster. Another application is news analysis. News articles contains many names of people, organizations, and locations. Here, NER automatically extracts these entities, making it easier to summarize news and analyze trends. And it is also widely used in chatbots. For example, when a user types a message such as book a flight from Chennai to Delhi tomorrow, automatically the chatbot identifies Chennai and Delhi are the locations and tomorrow as a date. So this helps the chatbot understand the user's request more accurately. Another application is search engines. Search engines recognize important entities in search queries and use them to provide more relevant results. So finally, named entity recognition is also used in resume screening. So nowadays, recruitment systems automatically identify candidate names, educational qualifications, universities, skills, and other companies from resumes, reducing the manual effort required during hiring. So this is one of the important example nowadays used. So these are the main applications of NER. Now let's understand the complete workflow of named entity organization. Look at the flowchart shown on the slide. The first step is the input sentence. Riya Sharma works at Infosys in Bangalore on 12th May 2024. This is the simply a normal sentence entered by the user. The next step is tokenization. It will divide the sentence into individual words or tokens. So device like Riya Sharma works at Infosys. So it is converted to tokens. The next step is named entity recognition. So it will identify the name, location or organization. So after that it identified the Riya Sharma is the person, Infosys is the organization, Bangalore is the location, and 12th May 2004 that is the date. So these are the entities identified by NER. So finally, these identified entities are passed to an NLP application such as chatbot, search engine, healthcare system, or news analysis application. So this workflow is quite simple. First we receive a sentence, then we tokenize it. Finally, we identify the named entities. After that, these entities are used by different NLP applications to perform intelligent tasks. So next, we'll switch to Google Colab and see how Python and the NLTK library can automatically identify named entities from a sentence. Our first step is to install the Natural Language Toolkit. It is commonly known as NLTK. It is one of the popular Python libraries for NLP. It provides many built-in functions such as tokenization, stemming, lemmatization, POS tagging, and named entity recognition. Now let's run this cell. Once the installation is complete, we can start using the functions. Now we need to import the required libraries. First, we need to import the NLTK packages. Next, we need to include PUNKT. That package is used for tokenization, and max and neat anchor that is used to recognize named entities. Then average perceptron tagger that is used because NER first performance POS tagging before identifying named entities. After that, this word tokenizer which split a sentence into individual words. So next Let's define a simple sentence. We store the sentence inside a variable called sentence. The sentence is Ram visited Chennai on Monday. So the print statement displays the original statement. So when we run the cell, we will get Ram visited Chennai on Monday. Next, we need to do tokenization. So the word tokenize function breaks the sentence into individual words, which are called tokens, and these tokens are stored in the variable tokens. Finally, we will print the list of tokens. So let's run this cell. The tokens are Ram visited Chennai on Monday, then dot. Dot also will be treated as the separate tokens. Next, before identifying the named entities, the computer first performs part of speech tagging. So for that we are using NLTK .pos underscore tag. It assigns grammatical tags to every word. So that is the use of .pos underscore tag. So the result is stored in the variable tags. Finally, we will print the values of tags. Let's execute the cell. So see this output. Each word is now paired with grammatical tag. So for example, Ram is identified as proper noun, visited as a verb, and Chennai is recognized as a proper noun. So like that, each value will have some POS value. Now comes the important step of today's experiment. The function NLTK any chunk of tags analyzes the POS tagged words and identifies the named entities present in the sentence. It will identify what are the named entities are present in the sentence. Finally, we will print the cell. We will execute this. See this. Here it identified Ram is a person, and Chennai, that is a geopolitical entity. It is represented by city, state, like that. And the next, Monday is not highlighted as an entity by this model. If we are using like a spacey and transformer based libraries, so that will treat it as differently. So which package we are using, based on that it will give you the result. So let's make the program more interactive. So first the word will be tokenized. After that, part of speeching tagging is performed. After that, NER will give the name, entity, and organization. Now let's run the cell. So it is asking some sentence. So we have joined Microsoft yesterday. See this, Priya is identified as a person, and Microsoft is recognized as an organization, and yes, yesterday, that is nothing but the time. So like that it will be identified the person, name, date, something like that. So this is the overall demonstration of how NLP works. Next, we'll move to the quiz question. So which NLP technique identifies names of people, organization, and location in a sentence? So the options are tokenization, stemming, named entity recognition, and lemmatization. So we have studied already tokenization, stemming, and lemmatization. So that is completely different. Only NER will identify the names of people, organization, and location. So the answer is named entity recognition. The next quiz is Dr. Smith works at Microsoft in Chennai. Which of the following is an organization? Dr. Smith is the name and Chennai is the location. So here Microsoft is an organization. So the correct answer is option B. So till now we have learned important concepts. In this video we have learned what is named entity recognition, and the next one is bag of words. So that is also one of the important concept. So in next video we will see that. So Thank you everyone. Thank you for watching.